Hello guys, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back again with me, Abil, in another review videos. I want to introduce myself again. I'm Nabila Ayu as a college student of English Education Department of UIN Syarif Hidayatullah, Jakarta. I'm on 4th semester and I'm from B class. So today, I want to do article review presentation to fulfill my final task in ER course. And here I have 10 articles that I have had reviewed before, and now I want to explain to you this article one by one. But first of all, I want to tell you about the title of the article. The first one is TED Talks in EFL Context, an alternative way for teaching and improving student speaking skill by Mutia, Sari, Nursafira. And the second is Using Mobile Phone to Overcome Student Anxiety in Speaking English by Karmila, Machmud, and Ridwan, Abdulah. And the third is a systematic review of digital storytelling in improving speaking skill by Viknesh, Nair, and Melor and Yunus. And the fourth article is the use of picture cards as teaching media to improve speaking ability of 11th graders, a classroom action research by Rizki, Ambarwati, and Hayati. And the fifth article is TikTok as a media to enhancing the speaking skill of EFL student by Zaitun, Muhammad Sofian Hadi, and Emma Dwi Indriani. Next is Improving Student Public Speaking Skills through the use of Videotaped feedback by Zulhermindra and Hadiarni. And the seventh article is the impact of social media on the teaching and learning of EFL speaking skills during the COVID-19 pandemic by Latara Findran, Ihram Ridwan, and B.N. Wang. Next article is Improving Student Speaking Skill through the communication game, recorded role play, and peer feedback by Friska, Arismayang. Next article is Using English Movies to Enhance Grade 11 Student Speaking Skill, a classroom action research conducted in Seman Versayegan Sleman by Nur Aini and Restu Arini. And the last article is Improving Students' Descriptive Speaking Competence by using cue cards at the grade 8 2 of Public Junior High School 3 Bengkulu City by Ruri Hayati and Shahrial. Now I want to explain to you guys about the article one by one. In the first article with the title TED Talks in EFL Context, an alternative way for teaching and improving student speaking skill by Mutia, Sari, Nursafira. The purpose of this research is to prove that TED Talks can be an alternative medium to improve student speaking skill and can reduce the factors that can prevent a student from speaking English by gives a powerful message through their video to any students who learn English as their foreign languages. And the result that the researchers conveyed in this article showed that the TED Talks has an effect on improving speaking among the EFL and also as a motivation for teachers and students to always keep spirit, inspirational, and insightful. And the outer finding of this study is that TED Talks also changes the students' perspective for the better, as they see that people from any country and ethnicity can speak confidently in public. And the second article is Using Mobile Phone to Overcome Student Anxiety in Speaking English by Karmila, Mahmud, and Ridwan, Abdulah. The purpose of this research is to prove that mobile phone can minimize student anxiety in speaking English. The result that researchers conveyed in this article showed that the score of student learning achievement in speaking English who were taught by using mobile phone application was higher than the students who were taught by using conventional teaching. It means that the use of mobile phone application result in better influence towards students' speaking ability. And the third article is a systematic review of digital storytelling in improving speaking skill by Viknesh, Nair, and Melor and Yunus. The objective of this article is to examine the role of digital storytelling in improving students' speaking abilities. The result of this research, there are numerous elements of effective digital stories that facilitate the ability of the student to speak more effectively. Digital storytelling also seeks to elicit various emotions from the student, and it allows a student to express their emotion more lucidly to improving their speaking skill at the same time. Next is article number 4, the use of picture card as teaching media to improve speaking ability of 11th graders, a classroom action research by Rizki, Ambarwati, and Nur Hayati. The purposes of this research is to prove that picture cards as teaching media can be a suitable teaching media for SMAN for Malang students, and also to see whether the use of picture cards as a teaching media can improve student speaking ability and can be applied in learning process. And the result that the researchers conveyed in this article showed that picture cards as teaching media can improve students' speaking ability. After the researcher implemented picture cards as media in teaching speaking in the class, their performance changed. Students could produce more sentences, they also seemed to enjoy the activity, and they seemed to be more confident as well. And the fifth article is TikTok as a media to enhancing the speaking skill of EFL students by Zaitun, Muhammad Sofian Hadi, and Emma Dwi Indriani. The purpose of this research is to determine the improvement of student speaking skill by storytelling about a person, object, or place that you want to describe using the TikTok application. And the result of this research proved that application with the use of appropriate method and technique such as TikTok can be used as an interactive learning medium that can improve students' speaking ability. TikTok application can make it easier for teacher and student to get information, and students also feel happy learning because they have new experience in learning English in an unconventional way. In article number 6, improving students' public speaking skill through the use of Videotaped feedback by Zulhermindra and Hadiarni. The purpose of this research is to prove that the use of Videotaped feedback can improve student public speaking skills. Both overall and review in a certain aspect. In the aspect of introduction, body, conclusion, and time, which were the focus of this class action research, the results showed there were increases from 7.38, 7.1, 6.8, and 6.6 in mid-test to 8, 7.5, 7.3, and 7.2 in final test, respectively. It also means that there were increases in student public speaking skill in all 4 aspects, which were from satisfactory for introduction and body, and need improvement for conclusion and time, to good for introduction, and satisfactory for body, conclusion, and time. And the 7th article is the impact of social media on the teaching and learning of EFL speaking skills during the COVID-19 pandemic by Latara Findran, Ihram Ridwan, and B.M. Wong. The purpose of this research is to investigate the impact of social media in the teaching and learning of speaking skill of EFL students during the pandemic. And the result of this research showed that the effect of using social media to enhance the speaking skill generate the positive and negative aspect. The emergence of the COVID-19 pandemic and the subsequent shift to the online platform has encouraged educators to turn to social media to motivate learners to participate in speaking classes to compensate for the lack of physical classes. However, the lecturer points out that the negative aspect is that some of the students were not willing to switch on the cameras while they spoke, which made it difficult for the lecturer to ascertain if they were referring to some notes or a Google translation. And next, article number 8, with the title Improving Student Speaking Skill Through Communication Game, recorded role play and peer feedback by Friska Arismayang. The purpose of this research is to improve student speaking skill using the combined strategies to communication game, recorded role play, and peer feedback activities. The result of this research showed that the participants really enjoyed the learning atmosphere in the classroom without being afraid of making any mistakes. The study showed that communication game can be applied in the EFL classroom and can help students increase their capability in speaking English. And the game may also raise up student motivation to learn English. Regarding role play, the researcher found that almost all students felt that they got and learn something new in terms of speaking with role play, especially with recorded role play activities. And move to article number 9, using English movie to enhance grade 11 students speaking skill, a classroom action research conducted in Seman, Versailles, Sleman by Nur Aini and Restu Arini. The purpose of this research is to discover two things that are the student interest in learning English by using movies watching media, and the result of the student speaking skill improvement on cyclical implementation. The result of this research show that before conducting to cyclical implementation, most of the students were uninterested in the English learning that they had been following. And after conducting the two cycles, the students show excitement in the learning, in the English learning. The English movies could make the students interested in following the English class. Based on the result of the pre-test and the two cycles, students showed some improvements in each speaking aspect in their speaking performance. And the last article is this: improving student descriptive speaking competence by using cue cards at the grade 8 2 of Public Junior High School 3 Bengkulu City by Hayati and Shahrial. The purpose of this research is to investigate the use of cue cards in improving student descriptive speaking competence and to investigate the factors that involve in the improvement of student descriptive speaking competence by using cue cards. And the results of this research indicated the progress of student descriptive speaking by using cue cards. And after conducting the research, researcher was able to clarify that the using of cue card is able to improve student descriptive speaking competence with certain condition and progress. The research show that the using cue card to improve student descriptive speaking competence at grade 8 2 of SMPN 3 Bengkulu City was an effective and predictable media. And comes to the correlation between the articles. The correlation among the 10 articles explores innovative approaches and strategy used to enhance student speaking skill in English as a foreign language context. The studies highlight the effectiveness of various methods, including the utilization of TED Talks, mobile phone, digital storytelling, picture cards, TikTok, videotaped feedback, social media, communication game, English movie, and cue card. These approaches aim to overcome student anxiety, promote student engagement, provide interactive learning experience, and leverage popular media platform. Furthermore, several articles emphasize the impact of this method during the COVID-19 pandemic, showcasing the adaptability of EFL instruction in virtual and remote settings. And collectively, these research findings contribute to the advancement of EFL teaching methodologies, offering valuable insight for educators seeking to improve student speaking competence. And I think that's all about this article review presentation. I hope this video can help some people gain more knowledge about methods or media to improve student speaking skill, and this video can be useful for people who search an article reference for their research. Thank you for watching this video. See you guys soon. Goodbye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.